From stages around the world to the heart of the underground, this is where the stories behind the music are told. Crannk Interviews. G'day everyone, this is Brett from Crannk here, and I'm chatting with a fucking legend today by the name of Frank Tosi. He's a songwriter and guitarist for the New York modern day horror thrashers, Another Demon. Frank, brother, how you doing today?
Great. How are you?
I'm really, really good now that we got all the bullshit sorted on my end that kind of fucking almost fucked everything up. Um, Now you've been a band since 23. How did the band get together? How'd you form?
So initially me and the now former drummer, we got together just to jam because we were old bandmates, and we put an advert out for a singer, and Max answered the advert, and we just started playing more and more, and it got real serious real quick, and we did a little bit of a member shift because people had commitment levels that they weren't comfortable with,
Yeah.
and once we did that, we got two other members into the band. My guitar shred partner, Jun Takashita from Japan, and at the time it was a young kid named Jorge Hernandez Rodriguez playing drums. And we kind of took off and started trying to impose our New York City thrash on everybody that would listen. And now we're at where we are today.
Nice. You've got some fantastic bandmates. Can you tell us a little bit more about them?
Sure, I'd love to. So Max Capshaw, who plays bass and sings on the album, he's a pretty renowned multi instrumentalist. He cut his teeth by touring as the drummer for Sick of It All, for Murphy's Law, and he's a founding member of the hardcore band H2O.
Yeah.
So he's a little bit older than me, but he's got some great experience, and he wanted to take a crack at singing and playing bass. One of his favorite people is Tom Araya, if you couldn't tell by listening to our music.
Oh, I
Uh,
really could, mate.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we kind of like settled into that, and it's been fun. And he has an old friend from back in the day, and that's Jun.
Yep.
Um, Jun, it had like a little bit of a hybrid upbringing between the States and Japan,
Hmm.
and we all met at a Possessed concert, um,
Ah,
right after they first came back out, and been fast friends since. Been writing some good stuff together,
yeah.
and most recently, our drummer Jorge, who is not on the album, but he was playing with us for the longest time. He decided he wanted to be a YouTube drummer instead of going out and lugging his stuff here and there and this and that. Plus, he's got a nice lady now. I'm sure he wants to settle down a little bit, enjoy his life. So we
Yeah.
got a phenomenal drummer by the name of Dave English, who's a local teacher here at the School of Rock over in New Jersey, just on the other side of the Hudson River from me. And he's a powerhouse of a drummer, and he can play anything. He can play jazz to insane blast beats. So it's a pleasure to be playing with musicians of this caliber.
Talented. Very, very talented, obviously. Um, Now, I'm a pretty big fan of James Murphy.
Mm,
You got him to play on Drawn and Quartered, I believe.
yes, we did.
Play a
Yes, we
solo
did.
on there. How did that come about?
So, since we're older guys and we have social media, some people talk, they have mutual friends, this and that. I ended up hitting up James for a couple of other, just guitar questions, and came about asking about doing if we ever wanted to, guest on something. And he's like, yeah, sure. I sent him the song, and I got back a big text message that said thrash with about a million exclamation points behind it. So we knew he was into it from the get go. And
Yeah.
a little shout out to him. I'm wearing my death
Oh,
hoodie on
nice.
the interview.
Yeah.
So he took that song, Drawn and Quarter. We gave him a bunch of songs to pick, and he wanted to do that one, and
Yeah.
put a nice little stamp on it that Jun gets to play live.
Yeah. Oh, he must be stoked with that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Especially when
doubt.
somebody writes lines that good, it's easy to, just fall in place, right?
Yeah, well, not for me, but for talented people, absolutely. You define your sound in 5 words: powerful, fast, aggressive, thrashing, and evil. Um, 5 words to live by, obviously.
Mm.
Why
Mm.
did you choose those 5 words for your ethos? And are there any other words that you would add to that list?
Well, so initially when we had started, the thought process was another demon was going to be about, like another demon you experience in life, right? Like as thrash and death metal fans, the whole serial killer vibe with the songs and how you're going through them was kind of a thought process. So we initially thought that maybe it would be a good idea to write about horror and like some like homages to like a serial killer type story
Yep.
with the lyrical content. But everybody does that. So uh that was the band name was there already. So we started writing about some other stuff and started going into more of like a psychological approach and more of like a fantasy type approach with certain things. Our song War March, I mean, it's about like the army of hell rising and marching. So we have certain things, but the drive is when we're writing a song, it needs to be powerful, it needs to be aggressive, needs to have some speed to it. Even when we have our cruising parts, we want to have some fast speed in there. We want it to sound mean and evil,
Yeah.
and that right there is our brand of thrash, which is New York City thrash, and that's what we're bringing.
Yeah. Were there any other words that you could think of that you might sort of add to those 5?
Well, being an older gentleman, I could say arthritis and ouch, this and that. Or why the hell did I write this at 220 BPM? But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I think we stick to our core, and
Yeah.
we really like to engage with our fans. So
Yeah.
that
Arthritis, I like that one. Um, there are 6 songs on the EP. Each of them have their own darkness to them. If it's all right with you, I'd like to go through them one by one if we can.
sure.
We've already had a bit of a chat about Drawn and Quartered. So if you wouldn't mind, your nod to Evil Dead, Reduced to Ash.
Mm,
I loved that fucking name. As soon as I saw it and I thought it's an Evil Dead, throwback, I thought to myself, fuck, that's good.
yeah.
Um, uh, Now, how did you come about writing about Evil Dead in particular and Ash? Like,
Oh, I mean, if you're gonna start out somewhere, I mean, that's really the baseline, right?
mhm.
So me and the old drummer Frank, when we started jamming, that was like one of the first things that we started playing together. And the lyrics started flowing a little bit at that point in time, and it was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be the Evil Dead song. We're gonna put all these effects in it. We're gonna have like, like that screaming sounds going through the
Yeah,
woods when it's chasing people. But Max came in, we settled into the vocal style, and we knew where we wanted to go with it. So we
yeah,
just wanted to make sure it sounded good. And I mean that line right before the end breakdown with "Let's carve ourselves a witch."
yeah.
I mean, I get, it's my own song. I get goosebumps when I hear it. I love that part.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite song on the album. Number
Oh,
one
thank you.
because I have particular fondness for Evil Dead and Ash in particular. You always wish he was in more of the movies.
Yeah.
Do you have any other horror movies that you enjoy or would like to one day write about?
Oh, we had some stuff in the works for Phantasm. Um,
Yeah.
we had some stuff that we were trying to figure out how to make a scanner's scene translate well into a song, especially with the head popping portion.
Yes. I can
you
imagine
know,
that. Oh, fuck. The
yeah,
explosion.
exactly. Just like a gory smattering sound would have been nice, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, we we kind of just like watch stuff and text back and forth and put some ideas through. So I'm
Yeah.
sure there's going to be much more coming through. The Phantasm one should hopefully be on the next record.
Fucking sick. The frustration of our inevitable spiritual collapse is the
Mm.
theme in the song Deaf Gods. Do you see civilization collapsing sooner rather than later at this point?
It depends on the day, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Generations before had similar stuff going on where you thought the world was ending, so you never know.
Yeah.
But one common theme throughout history has always been that there's been no more people that have been killed than in the name of God,
True.
right?
Yeah.
So, whether you believe or you don't believe or whatever, Deaf Gods is a nod to what can happen when people misuse the trust that people put into their faith
Yeah.
and what that repercussion could, ultimately end up being.
Yeah. Yeah. Fully get it. Um, if there is a God, uh, you obviously don't believe he's listening to anyone's prayers or calls for help. Um, do you think he's probably listening intently to your EP instead? I
Yeah,
think he should
I
be.
hope so. I
I think
hope
he
so. And I hope he didn't steal the shit and he bought it.
should. That's cold. Skull Vessel. Uh,
Hmm.
what a fucking title for a song. Like, if you picked your titles for the songs fucking immaculately, like they are all just so good. Um,
Thank you.
Skull
This one I
Vessel.
can't take credit for. This is Max's song. This is the one on the record that says.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's dark as fuck, and it really does sort of conjure up images in your mind. It's a pretty riff heavy track, so um, yeah. What are your thoughts on that one? Like, I fucking again, I,
So Max was using that in another band when we had first met, and he was like, "Oh, this song would be great to bring over here." And he had me guest on the original recording of it, and I loved it. I thought the song was fantastic. And I'm listening to the lyrics, and I'm like, there's some kind of like aspects of like From Dusk Till Dawn in there, and then there's some aspects of Eyes Wide Shut in there, and I was like, oh, this is fucking great. This will fit our album right away.
yeah.
So we just brought it right over. He's playing drums on that. He's playing bass. He's playing rhythm guitars with me on that.
Ah,
So it's a nice piece that he brought to the table.
wow. War March. You already sort of brought it up.
Hey man,
It's
that song can't get good enough, right? I love that
absolutely.
song.
It's deeply shocking. It's an ominous track. What was the story behind the song?
Oh, the story was that one is the riff itself.
Yeah,
Like the riff that whole like like when we're doing that slide,
yeah,
like we really wanted to make that song sound like triumphant and evil and
yeah,
we were like I kept saying I want this song to sound like a war march and it just kind of stuck.
yeah. You're very successful with what you wanted out of that one, definitely.
Oh, thank you.
Um, tying the album up in a nice little crimson bow, is the title song, As Above, So Below. Very atmospheric, and it brings all the pieces of the EP together. What's the meaning behind that song as well?
Oh, so as above, so below. We had one of those nice as above, so below posters in the rehearsal space,
Yeah,
and kept saying, "Oh, we got to write a song like that." So you want to have like a song that has like the little bit of the duplicity that goes along with that motto. So we tried to take that aspect and put a little bit of like an immortally type black metal feel on the song. Because that's again another ode to our heroes. We try to translate that in our music, right?
yeah,
So when we were writing that, I really wanted to have something like cool and clean and I I didn't want to rip off Abbott or anything, but I wanted to have like something that was like a little bit of an homage to a song like Solarfall.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? That'll be the heavy, the clean, and then we'll come in and kill you at the end.
Mm.
And I hope that translated as to what we were trying to accomplish.
Absolutely. Oh, definitely. The horror aspect of your writing is putridly picturesque. Um, the process for the EP must have been fun to get into. How did you choose your subjects?
So we kind of had a mindset before we were going in, and one of the things that we tried to shift around was Max had more of a dystopian desire for the approach to the lyrics, and I had more of a straight up evil, you know, going straight Luciferian type of approach to the lyrics, and we blended it together. I think the best that we could,
Yeah,
and it came across nicely. I would say the lyrics that I'm most proud of for us writing together would be War March,
right.
because especially in the bridge, I think it came together. It really showed what we were intending.
Yeah, yeah. What's the New York metal scene like?
Oh, it's it's good. It's very saturated, but it's good. There's a lot of metal bands here. There's a lot of people doing a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of shows all together at the same time. So sometimes it hurts, when there's too many going on. But
Yeah,
we have a good friendly competition with a lot of bands, and I wouldn't even say competition with a lot of them. We just like to put on a good time together, and we have a lot of mutual fans, so we
yeah.
really try to push hard with that.
That's cool. Um, which other bands like have you played in personally yourself?
What do you mean, like bands that in my scene?
Well, yeah, yeah. Have you played in any other bands? Like
Have I played in any other bands? I'm sorry, the English to English there broke up on my end.
my
All
bad.
right, so I played in a female-fronted symphonic metal band called Desdemone for a couple of years, and we played over in Europe. Um, I had a band called Metadox back in the day, like in the early 2000s, and we had some mild success, but again, everybody grew up,
Yeah.
so that's split apart. Um, and I also played in a ParMetal band called Lost Legacy for a little bit,
Mhm.
and I didn't have any ability to write in the band, so I you know,
Yeah, put it
kind
to
of
the
got
wayside.
out of that and went and started doing this, and
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, it worked out.
yeah. Um, which bands have you had the pleasure of sharing the stage with?
Mm, mm. So in my career of playing, I shared the stage with quite a lot of bands, but specifically with Another Demon, we've played with Malignancy, we've played with Skin Lab, we've played with oof, there's a couple of other bigger bands, Vicious Blade. We've played with Cerebral Hemorrhage. There's a lot of regional bigger bands that we've played with over here. I know there's bands that are escaping my head right now, but yeah, we've played around.
Yeah. What's your dream venue to play at?
Hmm. Walking.
Yeah, everyone says that. Everybody wants to play Barking. It's one of those
Hey
places
man,
where you make your bones, isn't it? Like pretty
on
much.
my side of the pond, when you see that, it's incredible. We don't have any festivals in the States anywhere near what walking is,
No.
or I would say half of the European festivals. We don't have anything near like that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're the same in Australia, mate. One day maximum. Fucking last time I think they tried to have a 2 day festival. I'm pretty sure it got rained out and got fucked up. So they just quit doing it altogether.
Tis
So
tis the way shit happens, right?
yeah, man, yeah, for sure. Um, which venue that you've played in has been the best so far for you, mate? In your opinion?
Um, Well, I would say the best stage that I've played is the Ritz in San Jose. That stage is pretty primo,
Yeah.
and the sound was fantastic over there. But there's a little gritty scene place out in Crockett, California, which is a suburb of San Francisco, called Toots Tavern,
Mhm.
and that was a fantastic night. We played there on tour with Skin Lab, and that was a packed house. It was a fantastic night for us, and we had a nice circle pit going on the whole live area,
Yeah.
so it
Awesome.
felt great.
That's fucking awesome. Is it true you played for two bands, including Another Demon, at Rock Fantasy Festival with a busted finger?
Yes, it
Um,
is.
how the fuck did you get through that? And how painful was it
So
afterwards, mate?
it goes a little bit more elaborate than that too. Because, so this is the fucked up finger. That's as far as I could bend it, but I could still shred, so I'm happy. But it was broken that day, and we were playing in a jail up in Warwick, New York. It's an abandoned jail that we were playing in. They converted it to some posh type of spot, right? And part of the venue was just decrepit, and there were no like safety cones or warnings or anything else. So
Yeah.
I'm a pretty big dude, and I'm walking up there with guitar cases. I'm like the kind of guy that when you go to the grocery store, you carry all the bags at one time.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like that with my equipment. And then the ramp that I was walking up of just collapsed,
Oh, fuck.
and I went to save the guitars, not me, and
As you do.
landed right on my pinky, and I was like, oh, this is like the girliest thing for you to be complaining about all day. Oh, my pinky hurts. So I'm like,
Broken
whatever.
nail. Fucking hell.
I figured out how to keep my hand in order
Yeah.
the best I could that day, and
Yeah.
then we were helping out Andy Eichhorn, the singer from ParMetal, with trying to come back out and play live again.
Yeah.
Um, so we did four or five of his songs at the end of our set that day. By the time we were done, I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm cooked. I need to chill.
Must have been
Uh,
a horror story. Yeah. I'm
but it
just
was good. We pulled it off.
oh, well done to you, mate. Fucking hell. A lot of people would have just gone, that's fucked, I'm out. See you later. You know,
Yeah.
but you didn't do it to your credit. I know the release of your EP is it's less than 2 weeks away now. Might be a bit premature to ask, but do you have any other new music on the horizon?
Oh, tons, 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 tons.
Yeah.
So we are halfway through pre-production for a full length, which we plan on coming out at the end of the year.
Yep.
Um, when Jorge, our old drummer, had quit the band, I mean, it was full intention for him to be our drummer, for perpetuity.
Yep.
Um, we had to throw out a bunch of feelers. So, you know, like I said before about getting James Murphy, something else happened, but I got to hold that back a little bit. But we
Yep.
do have a pretty special person playing drums on the album,
Sick.
so that's going to
Very
be
cool.
a fun one to release.
That's a, I look forward to seeing the surprise and hearing the surprise. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Um, okay, I've got my warning, the 10-minute warning. Now with the with wars and petrol crisis and cost of living crisis and all that bullshit, right? Now
Mm.
it's got to make it expensive to tour.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
yeah. So how does that affect a band like yours?
So one thing that we try to do is we try to feed off of the fact that we need to have a little bit more of a community approach to touring,
Mhm.
right? Our first touring experience as a band, even though we didn't have any kind of strife amongst each other, uh, the cost of it and machinery breaking down, vehicles breaking down, it really opened our eyes to why bringing a trailer is not the best idea.
Mhm.
Especially when you're driving, like what 2,500 miles, across the country, whatever it is. So what we try to do now is we try to get bands to share their backline. Um,
Yep.
all commit to what we're going to bring and what we're going to share. Make sure that it's, in good shape and it's, not going to crap out on anybody halfway through.
Yeah.
And if we could fly in and rent a car so a couple of us can drive, just take our guitars with us. That's the optimal scenario.
Yeah.
So you got to be creative with it. You really do. But thankfully, I will say Another Demon is full of almost all of us are very very gainfully employed. We all have decent jobs,
Yeah.
so we're able to go poor after we accumulate a little bit.
With that in mind, logistically, do you think it would be a bit too expensive to come to a place like Australia to tour?
Well, depends on if our people are talking to the right people to get our asses down there. But I definitely it is in my it is in my bucket list to get us down to Australia.
Have a
So
yak with Anthony Blaney from your mate bookings. He'll get you down here.
I
And
definitely would love to.
by all metrics, from what I've heard, he's fucking fantastic to the bands as well. So
I'd
yeah.
love to come down and hang out with you at your place and play that Red Beast you got in the background.
Right, it is sitting there ready for you. I've got the Son of Beast over there in the corner as well.
Very
The
nice.
black with the red stripe around it, mate. You can play it to your heart's content. I've got a whole bunch of them, whole
Yeah.
stack of guitars.
Quite
Um,
nice collection behind you.
sorry.
Quite nice collection behind you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I got the Eric Peterson Dean there. I've got it signed by Testament. Just fucking yeah. I like to get stuff signed, so that's just a me thing. Lots
Nope.
of good memories. Um, Now you're due to have your release party on the 18th at the Zone in New York. How pumped are you
Mhm.
for that?
Pretty pumped, but it's the same promoter when I broke my pinky, so
Oh fuck.
hopefully nothing fucking happens again. But yeah, no, we're really pumped for that. It's also for him, it's record store day. He has a nice scene place up here called Rock Fantasy.
Okay.
And they sell a lot of like cool vintage, metal stuff, records, this and that. They have pinball there and they run pinball competitions. So he has a record store day and he's a big thrash guy. So it's the Hudson Valley Thrash Bash up here in New York.
Okay.
And us and the band Mutant we're playing together, and then we have Death Magnetic, which has one of the members of Blood Feast is one of the guitarists in that band. So
Okay.
it'll be a great show.
Sick. It sounds awesome, mate. Uh, Now, when all is said and done, what do you want Another Demon's legacy to be?
Well, that we made our stamp. We that we are not necessarily a household name, but we are known. And when you speak of us, you speak fondly of the music and that you've enjoyed it, not like, oh, those fucking guys over there. Why are they on this bill?
Yeah,
Want you to want to see us,
yeah, for sure. I mean, I wrote the review for your album and like for Crannk over here in Australia. Um,
I
it
appreciate it.
was mate, it was a pleasure for me to be able to do it. It really was. Whenever I hear something new that's really really good, I'll fucking get it out there into the universe as quickly as I can. So yeah,
Mhm.
it was a sick fucking EP to listen to. I'm really looking forward to your full length album as well. The EP itself, I mean, it's long. System of a Down wrote fucking smaller, shorter fucking albums, full length albums than your EP. So it's well worth. It's got bang for its buck. It's yeah,
Thank you.
definitely something that everyone should absolutely wrap their ears around and have a listen to. It's a fucking top album, or top EP.
Appreciate that.
Ah,
Appreciate
no
that.
problems, mate. Look, it's been great chatting with you. I hope we get the opportunity to talk again some more sometime. Best of luck with the album, with the EP release and launch and all that. I hope it goes really, really well for you. And yeah, fingers crossed you can get down here and have a little play on that bass back there, mate. It's just waiting for you.
Hey, man, I appreciate it.
Uh,
Definitely.
Not a problem. Thank you so much, Frank. I really appreciate your time. And yeah, fingers crossed we get to see you down in Australia soon.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Thank you so much, mate. I'll just finish the recording. And yeah, fingers crossed we'll see you soon.
All right, bro. Thank you so much. I
Thank
appreciate
you. Cheers, mate.
it.
From stages around the world to the heart of the underground, this is where the stories behind the music are told. Crannk Interviews.